Hmm.
What be the hour of your death, sir?
It is the witching hour.
Is the that's I think that's like 3 a.m. or something.
Yeah,
But
it's actually.
this is the wizarding hour.
Yeah.
Hence the thing that is happening.
So I'm gonna wait a little bit, and then I'm gonna jump in this queue. And by wait a little bit, I mean I'm just gonna wait until I notice other people in the chat. That's all. Because we'll definitely have time. Okay, we're here. Good.
Oh, hi, Mike. You left the tab open again.
Yep, I do that every once in a while. All right, so we're in. What do we got?
Begarden Hellkite,
Yep.
Kokoshu. We're Gruul Dragon, or not Gruul, but maybe we're Gruul. Look at that Polychronos and a Whisperwood Elemental.
Actually, let's take a look at. Oh my God, how many lands is that?
A lot. I see Gaia's Cradle
How many
and
lands? Oh my
a
God,
Coalition Relic.
I see
Every
5,
every
10.
draft pool I see is just a ramp draft pool.
There's 15 lands here.
Well, that's good, right? Lands are great.
All right. How much fixing do I have? Farseek, Rampant Growth. What are the best 15 cards, or what are the best 23 cards in here?
Thoughtseize, Bitter Blossom, Dark Confidant, Go for the Throat, Dismember,
Remember,
Consuming Vapors, Damnation.
not a lot in red if I'm going 5 color.
Ponder, Serendipity Freed, Phyrexian Metamorph, maybe Deep Analysis, Glenlindra Archmage, maybe Jace Architect of Thoughts,
Maybe
maybe Dig Through Time and Repeal.
Uh huh. Condemn Monastery Mentor in white. Llanowar Elves, Farseek, Rampant Growth. I have Raphelos and
Guy's Cradle.
but I don't have anything big. Like, look at the biggest thing I have. It's like the
Well,
hell.
you would have to dip into Gruul or Black to ramp, which would be Begarden Hellkite or Kakusho. Or really, no, on Treat of Angels. Yeah, or in Martial Coup are your ramp targets.
Oh my God. How many fetches do I have in
Um,
here? I've got. Actually, let's kind of. I'm gonna kind of figure out what the lands look like. So we've got Godless Shrine, Hollowed Fountain, Llanowar Waste, Overgrown Tomb, Savannah, Reflecting Pool is neutral, Scrubland, Stomping Ground, and Taiga. I'm gonna make this slightly
Sulphur Falls, a
smaller.
Temple Garden, Temple of Deceit.
Temple Garden, Temple of Deceit, which is a new one, so that goes over here. And this moves over. Woodland Cemetery, Volcanic Island. So that's what our fixing looks like.
So we should be playing like Junk or Jund, is what I'm hearing. I think Junk
Ooh,
has more.
Junk has the best fixing by far here. Oh,
Yes.
hi. For those who aren't familiar, I didn't even explain this. This is not a
Uh,
cube that you are familiar with.
yeah, they're doing sealed pool duels, and I
Duels.
did two of them, and Jens only did one of them, and he felt like doing another one.
Yep, and the one I did was against Gnome, and
That's
it was a
me,
very
and
great battle. We had a
it was a
very
good battle where we had the neutral ending where we tied, and then I blinked by mulling to three. Um,
All right, so I'm going to honestly, like, because card quality is what it is. Let's
yeah.
listen to the mana base.
Let's listen to the mana base, and the two things to note in our sideboard is Spell Skite and Coalition Relic. So we have Gerard's Verdict and
Nope,
Vindicate,
that's wrong sort. We had Gerard's Verdict, Vindicate, and I think we had Abrupt Decay.
and Abrupt Decay. So our multicolored removal is really strong.
If we were Jund, we would gain Terminate and
Terminate and Xenagos. So we'll consider them. So let's look at our white. Condemn is bad.
it's removal. It's bad, yeah, but
Yeah, it's not bad, but it's bad.
honestly, our white kind of doesn't impress me.
You have Council's Judgment, Martial Coup, Entreat of Angels, Silverblade Paladin, Monastery Mentor, Mentor of the Meek,
Yeah. I
Eight and a Half Tails.
Relic Warder's fine, and then we have a treat down below.
Let's build our black first then, because that's definitely got Consuming Vapors, Damnation, Kakusho,
Thoughtseize, Bitter Blossom. Let's leave.
Bob. Leave Bob out for
Well, no,
now.
let's put Bob in. And screw it.
Put Bob in.
Consuming Vapors, and then like.
We get to decide whether we're playing Necromancy and like Damnation and
And
stuff
then
yet.
our green, we have Llanowar Elf, Farseek, Rampant Growth, because we don't actually have fetches for Life of the Loam.
Oh man, we don't have Liliana. No, if we had Liliana, we could do Lily Loam, and that's like the most busted shit you can do.
You know.
Thinking 4-color.
No, I was actually thinking dropping the white for blue.
We have Temple of Deceit,
and that's about it.
And not Hollow Fountain, just Temple of Deceit.
Yeah.
And no fetches.
Well, we have Farseek and Rampant Growth as fetching.
Well, Farseek and Rampant Growth both do that.
Because our white just doesn't impress me. Our black impresses me a ton.
Our blue has Phyrexian Metamorph, which we're playing anyways. So basically, what other cards other than that really want to pull you in? Like Jace and Glenalindra, Deep Analysis.
Actually, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm. Oh, Metamorph can just be in the deck.
Yeah, Metamorph can just get played. And what's below Dig Through Time?
That's an X spell repeal.
Okay, repeal. Who gives a shit? So yeah, do you feel strongly enough about like Glenalindra Archmage and Deep Analysis to go into it?
No, not really.
So let's look at our red. We have Sarkon Dragon Speaker, a bunch of aggressive cards.
Yeah.
Chain Lightning and Rabble. Maybe we're just black-green then?
Well, we could be Jund Aggression, but I don't know. How bad is Jund Aggression?
We bring in, like, Troll.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. What are the single most powerful card in our pool?
Black has a bunch of them, like Thoughtseize and Bitter Blossom speak to me as some of our best cards. Honestly, maybe Jund Aggression is real. I don't know. Like,
do you have anything that could just play things that go well? We have Kiki Zealous Conscripts.
Right, that's just a thing.
Do we have other things that go well with Kiki?
If I'm playing Burgard and Hellkite, then I lose Bob.
Yeah, we lose Bob, or else we just lose to that.
Bob could actually be in the deck if the curve is low enough. I don't know if that's a reason to make the curve low, but it's a reason to think about it. What's our Jund fixing look like?
Stomping Ground, Taiga.
And
it's not bad.
Yeah, not bad. We don't have any. We don't have any red, like red black, but.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Okay, let's look at Jund then. So.
Okay, so we get Xenagos and Terminate.
I guess if we wanted to do the vampire shit.
A Stormkirk Noble.
Well, I guess what we have: Stormkirk Noble, Hexmage, Bloodghast, Bloodthrone Vampire. Is that good enough?
That's how many cards?
That's 4.
Who is otherwise Piker with First Strike? That's hard to cast. Sack guy, we don't have any good sack outlets to except Bloodthrone Vampire, who's a 2-mana 1/1.
We have Bitter Blossom to feed the Bloodthrone Vampire.
We do. We could also play Dragon Fodder.
Okay, let's take a look at the super aggro plan. Like this is with Stormkirk Captain because I'm mad.
Okay.
Let's just see what it looks like. So sort CMC, and then let's cut Burial Rites, Kakusho, Damnation because I'm an aggro deck. Vapors is fine. Necromancy's not. Farseek and Rampant Growth don't do anything. Troll's probably fine.
Troll's fine. Do we want Whisperwood?
That's
maybe.
So let's go Chain Lightning, Firebolt, Stormkirk. Do we want Frenzied Goblin? Maybe. Madcap, Rabble Master, Hex Mage, Bloodghast, Bloodthrone Vampire. Literally play a bunch of black. Let's,
Thinking about that troll for the doubles.
yeah,
Our green black fixing is really good. It's our red that is the side one.
right. Let's see. We have 7 lands here. Let's cut those all. So we have 27 cards here. If we had to make cuts, where would they be?
Coalition Relic.
Relic, because we're not ramp, that's fine.
I like having Whisperwood Elemental, but it's also like 5 mana.
Yeah, maybe we just don't want to be that top end, like Pelucranos maybe even
Or-
doesn't. Walroots.
Wall of Roots. I would prefer to have Pelucranos in our deck than Xenagos, I think.
You know,
How about Sarkon the Dragon Speaker? You're just cutting your red.
no, I actually don't like that. I started doing that and then thought, no, that's dumb. Sarkon the Dragon Speaker is a 5, doesn't sound bad. Actually, I think I like Zealous Conscripts better than that, to be entirely honest with you.
What does Xenagos do in our deck? Make a 2/2 haster?
That's just fine. He's a token generator, just like our Bitter Blossom. We don't
Alright.
we don't have the best token usage, but like we have some.
So we're at 25 right now.
Consuming Vapors is okay. It's life gain. It's removal.
It's a 2 for 1.
If I get rid of anything, it has to be non-creatures, I guess, at this point. So maybe it's Consuming Vapors, because my creatures are looking light comparatively.
11 creatures? I don't think we can be an aggressive deck with 11 creatures.
We could okay. So Frenzied Goblin and Trollback. Even then, like that's 13.
And now we gotta find cuts, which I guess... No, we're at 14 because of Dragon Fodder.
And Dragon Fodder and Xenagos is a creature, and there's another creature. Call of the Herd.
Call of the Herd.
So it's like 15, 16. Yeah. God, this is such a weird looking deck.
It is...
I don't actually know if it's any good.
How about we just, like, go back and quickly make this the most powerful black card deck, and then splash other stuff with our lands.
Okay, so cut the red stuff, and...
Do you play Unburial Rights?
Yeah. We splash white for that. We splash white for that and Vindicate.
Okay, so now we
And we
need
cut-
3 cuts.
Confidant, Bloodghast, Bloodthrone Vampire, and then I cut Vampire Hexmage for...
Go for the throat.
Go for the throat, and we still wish we had some top end. But
We really don't have any. We do have, like, Planeswalkers and Pelucranos is top end. Whisperwood is almost top end. Kakusha is definitely top end.
I think the red deck would be interesting, but I don't think it would be good, is the
We
problem.
don't have, we don't have enough of the good stuff.
Right, well, like you said, 13 creatures isn't an aggressive deck.
Yeah, it's not an aggressive deck. I've made that mistake before. Remember?
It just doesn't. That doesn't happen. Like you just don't have the guys to actually make your shit work.
Yeah. Do we have any, I guess, do we have any red we want to splash? I guess is another question. Because of our red lands we can splash with.
Maybe. Well, first, do we have any cuts we want out?
I don't think so either. Yeah, that's a better question.
I like the white, and I think let's just roll with this. Like we have. I wish we had a bit more top end, to be entirely honest with you.
Yeah, and Burial Rights and Necromancer are basically just going to be rebuys on Kakusho and Whisperwood Elemental.
Yeah, or like Pelucranos.
Yeah. So what do our lands look like?
We have 8 creatures in this deck.
We have Damnation. No, we don't have 8 creatures. We have Call of the Herd, which is 2 creatures.
All right, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and ask the Suggestortron what it's up, and then it's going to tell me 4 and 4, and I'm fine with that. And that.
Hey.
Suggestortron, eat shit.
Hey, it worked for that one guy.
I know. That one guy was able to get in.
That one guy.
What do you think of sealed versus draft? I'm a lot more comfortable in draft because I feel a lot more in control. I enjoy both because you get to play with a limited card pool, and it's very interesting at that. Honestly, I'm still thinking about Dark Confidant here.
What do you want out for Bob?
That's the hard question, ain't it? Mostly because
Necromancy or run burial rights?
Burial Rights is still
Yeah, and these are all
fine.
good things. Is the problem?
We have 30 seconds to think on it. Like, I want Dark Confidant because I want card advantage, and this deck doesn't have much of that. Even if it costs me life total, like, I don't know, maybe that.
Bitter Blossom.
No, that's card advantage in its own
Yeah,
way.
I know. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know what to cut here. Like Garuka's advantage, maybe Vindicate.
Nah, that's a cool splash, I think. Whatever. It's submitted.
We'll bore it into
We'll board in if
Bob.
our opponent isn't a deck that has, like, aggro, you know?
Yeah, well, this is our safe deck.
Yeah. Well, hell, I also know the aggro deck enough if I wanted to, like, flip it up.
I would like a sealed format where you get 60 packs,
Oh, good God.
but you only have 5 minutes to make your deck. Is this a keepable hand?
I see 4 live cards, a 5th live one if we draw any land, and the 2 cards that are live are fucking Thoughtseize and Bitter Blossom.
Hey, we also have on any land turns on Vindicate. We
Yeah.
lie to our opponent about what deck we are.
Yep.
So turn one Thoughtseize.
Also, we get to know what our opponent's deck is in certainty.
Reveal your secrets to me, wizard. Okay, he's playing Kiki. Okay.
Well, he
Or
doesn't
no,
have
we had
Kiki. We have
Kiki.
Kiki.
He could have the worst version of Kiki, which is
What do I want to get rid of here? A Johnny, maybe? That's the harder one.
we can kill more Battlesphere Dungeon Geist and Pestermite through the power of
He can't,
Damnation.
like, technically, Pestermite's the only thing he can cast there.
Yeah, do you take what he casts or you take what he's afraid of?
I'm most afraid of, actually, a Johnny I'm not really going to be afraid of at all because I can just answer it. Well, even if he has Kiki, triple red, like, that's not happening.
Yeah,
anytime
it's
soon.
not Kiki. He has the other thing, Splinter Twin.
Yeah, Splinter Twin. I believe packs are shared. We're not certain.
Yeah. We believe are not certain. He's not in a Burial Rights deck because he's us.
Let's get rid of the card he can cast.
Yeah, let's get rid of that. And we know his next few turns are probably going to be very top deck based.
So we also know 6 cards in his hand.
He takes shock next turn to cast that Bitter Blossom to lose even more life.
100%.
I love taking damage.
Ooh, man, if I had Necromancy in my hand, I would have picked the Mere Battlesphere.
Yeah, that would have been good, yeah.
Alright. Well, we have,
Alright.
we have
We get
Dismember.
we have more blood to throw at our opponent.
Mm-hmm.
We are playing a very weird green-black deck that we're lying to our opponent into thinking it's a white-black deck. We've also harmed ourselves 6 points.
Considerably. 7 points. If I just murder myself, my opponent won't know what to do. Also, I have Dismember. I can just murder myself even more.
Yeah, you can at any time pay for life.
I am willing to Llanowar Elves.
I just can't believe that my opponent earlier, who is of a team of pros, at least in association perhaps, cast Tobal Field Deed.
I mean, the May thing isn't something you think about. I understand, but it's also
it's
very
something
funny.
It's something I always think about. Okay, we just have to draw Kakushu at this point, right?
Yeah.
We could just cast Mer Battlesphere, as it turns out, if we had it. The Metamorph, he targeted the biggest creature on the battlefield, which was Indrik Stomphowler, which promptly crushed itself.
Yep.
Because it was the only legal target.
I love that I have Dismember, Vindicate, and Damnation available here. Hopefully my opponent decides to discard the largest phantasmal image to copy a 1/1 or copy a mana dork.
I would copy the Monodork. Nope, he copies the 1/1 flying.
I'm not gonna bother with that.
We just attack.
Yeah, because I
If
get.
it kills the Phantasmal Image, we get to Necromancy it.
Oh my god. Now that I have like actual green mana, I don't care about that. He's buying time. So now we have Necromancy on Phantasmal Image.
Yeah, Necromancy on Phantasmal Image to like sneak something he has into play. I didn't have a secret stream. It was a very open stream. It's not archived yet, yeah.
Alright, so this is just I'm going to dismember that.
You can Vindicate it.
I'd rather kill it now. And Vindicate is more useful.
Oh, right. I am so unused to casting Dismember for black mana. That's what got me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even think about that as like a spell you cast for colored mana. I think of it as blood. So our fairy rogues are finally caught up to the cost they had.
I blew up my opponent's Glacial Fortress.
Yeah.
Is this getting rid of Bitter Blossom? Yep.
Hey, it's getting rid of Bitter Blossom.
Okay.
Do we even show him that?
Nah.
I mean, he's dead in like 2 turns.
Well, I'm assuming the top card of his deck is Fourth Land Wrath of God, so I'm going to play like that is what he has on top of his deck.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, not overplaying your hand, so they speak. I'm gonna cast Necromancy to Dungeon Geist his land.
It doesn't target lands.
Like, that's what I thought you might have been doing, though.
But he does have a different card.
What, Pestermite?
That does target lands.
Three mana for a one-shot port.
Yes. Because I mean, it keeps him off Wrath of God.
Hey! Okay, so our opponent's deck is very confused. Do we have any boarding decisions to make?
Let's take a look. Kind of like Dark Confidant.
I really like Dark Confidant. What do we don't like here?
Rampant
We
Growth.
don't know anything. We don't... Rampant Growth? Yeah, we have no need for Rampant Growth.
It doesn't even fix our white because it can't grab the duels, and I didn't put a plains in here because I'm a jackass. And we have enough other ramp between Rafellos, Farseek, and Walfritz if we need that. Honestly,
Yeah,
I think that's
definitely.
basically it. Let's pay all of my blood.
I love paying blood.
I ended that game at, what, like 10 because I paid all of my blood?
Yeah, just about. He would have lost more if he didn't get rid of our Bitter Blossom. This looks really familiar.
I'm all in on this one. Again.
So, are we going to take we're going to, like, Lava Axe ourselves?
Oh, absolutely, every time. But you thought sees yourself, you know, thought sees, you know, like, it could only be better if it was, like, fetch, untap, duel, thought sees, go to 15. Blood!
Then you're playing Legacy.
No, if it was Legacy, you grab an untapped duel, that doesn't cost you life.
Alright, you just grab Taiga or whatever. Now we're grabbing... So we're playing Modern then. That's
Yeah.
right.
Ooh.
Elspeth is
Elspeth.
probably the most immediately dangerous.
Sphinx's Rev is also dangerous, but there's little I can do to Elspeth will end me, and I don't have a good answer. It's got to be Elspeth. That sucks because Sphinx's Rev is pretty strong. I also want to know where that card he scried went. Bottom. Okay. Then there's another temple, which might just be a temple for temple's sake.
What his new Benalia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Card on top.
You want to hold up Abrupt Decay? I mean, we're taking 3. You're taking shock next turn in order to play Call of the Herd, but
Shock forever.
I love being shocked.
Deal damage
I'm really
to me.
Abrupt Decay is so sad for not being Sinkhole.
Wow. Temple of Abandon. He is all about the scry.
We have one temple he doesn't, and he's probably mad at that.
Huh.
We have Temple of Mystery? Temple of Deceit. Temple of Deceit.
Card on top. Whatever. This is a... Actually, this could be Coalition Relic, because that lets me Whisperwood.
Yeah, that does let you Whisperwood. So, do you like stuff now or more stuff later?
I like more stuff later. Because I can, like, Damnation. I think our opponent values Scry more. I don't think they're 5-color.
They were playing 3-color game 1, at the very least. Gotta chug to get charged.
Yep. So, we still know 3 cards in our opponent's hand. Dungeon Geist. Wow.
She might be playing as...
He's just playing as...
Well, he smells blood. He's up 6 life. And we're going to play a large creature.
Yeah, just play the Whisperwood.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, it gets me a free dude. So, Whisperwood Elemental also hands Manifest off to creatures. So we have a Gaia's Cradle. All right. We know 2 cards in our opponent's hand still, if I'm remembering correctly. There's a
There's a Sphinx, and then he's O-ring the Whisperwood. Is Whisperwood's thing on death, or is it on leave the battlefield?
It's on Sacrifice, but I'm not doing that because I want to Abrupt Decay that.
That's probably fair. We can Abrupt Decay and Call of the Herd next turn.
Honestly, I might just play Metamorph on Dungeon Geists.
You tap Dungeon Dice down?
Yeah.
We can actually pay blue mana, which we probably should at this point.
Yeah. Or not.
Mana efficiency.
So we attack for 2, and then we're going to get a free Manifest.
Yeah.
I have no idea if our opponent has Burn. Troll Aesthetic, eh. I do know that they have Sphinx's Rev.
Yeah, which he currently gets double white, right? Or is it double blue? Is it X
Double
white,
blue.
blue?
Double blue. Stagger Shock. Okay, he's just killing off these Manifests.
So he's not thrilling like I would be.
Maybe he doesn't have enough burn in his deck to be thrilling. Necromancy. Okay.
We can Necromancy Troll.
I don't think we need to. We have our opponent dead in 2 here.
Yeah, I think we just attack and maybe commit Call of the Herd.
I like commit Call the Herd. That way if he plays a blocker or Sphinx's Revs, like
We have more juice to the goose. It's a trained Armadon. You can then play as a Hill Giant. It's a spell. It fills your grave.
It's really good.
It slices, dices, makes an elephant.
And then rebound, he's going to go ahead and kill off another thing. He'll actually survive my Alpha Strike here by 1 point, if memory serves. Because he has Sphinx's Rev for 4, because his hand currently should be like Glacial Fortress and a Sphinx's Rev.
Ah, what if we draw a single point of damage somehow, though?
Or if he does anything else.
You could Wrath here.
Sphinx's Rev for 4.
Ah, his notable sorcery speed instant. Maybe he's looking for land for turn. I don't know if he's played it or not.
He played the Fortress.
Ah, that's right. Well, what does it give on sacrifice? Indestructible?
When this creature dies, manifest the top card of your library.
Okay.
Oh!
Huh. The boob.
Anyway,
Let's call the herd.
first let's attack. Actually, mana. Confidant. Our opponent goes to 1, so I do want to like commit one other. Actually, maybe I don't want to commit anything to this board.
Yeah.
I'm getting a free manifest. Let's just freaking.
Well, let's just attack. Hold our stuff up in case of wrath.
Mm-hmm. Wrath's the only card I could see my opponent playing, so go to 1. Get out of here.
Well, it wants you to cast that. It's going to keep doing that so long as you can activate your Call of the Herd.
I know. So, like, my opponent needs to either deal 9 damage to me, which I don't foresee because I can Necromancy Troll Aesthetic as a blocker. Or I can actually Necromancy the Whisperwood Elemental, which is more interesting. Like,
He could. Okay, he can't kill us with Kiki right now because we have the Zealot, which
Right.
is the one, which is the only one you can slam and then win with.
right.
The others do not have haste.
He doesn't have enough mana to do a burn spell, the Volcano Blowout. He doesn't have a 4-power creature for it, and even if he did, he's mana short.
He did not draw Bonfire of the Damned, which we would still get 2 manifests out of or whatever.
Yeah.
He did not. He did not draw Battle of Wits and a way to fill his library up with 100 cards.
With casting 200 copies of Emma Cruel from his removed from game. Okay, a land. I have Vindicate plus Necromancy, which leads me to believe I have answers to basically anything my opponent does.
Okay, the Lava Jet. He really loves scrying. Our opponent loves scrying so much.
Our opponent loves scrying. Oh my god.
He just wants to know what that manifest is. It is Forest, right?
Yeah, that was Forest. The other one's Gaia's Cradle. Phantasmal Image. Okay.
On Dungeon Geists.
Maybe on
tap
Whisperwood. Whisperwood would give him creatures. It's not enough because, like, I attack in and just beat him down, but
Yeah, we have a flying creature.
like my opponent needs to have something else. There's no Cryptic because he doesn't have triple blue up, so that's out.
He plays Monomorphose into Cryptic Command. Any line of play that involves Monomorphose is always is stupid bullshit, and I love it.
My opponent has scryed enough that, yeah, if he was playing that, like, enchantment that's like whenever you scry, shock, I would be dead.
He's looking for his Kuranos, is what he was looking for the entire thing. So he's Kuranos Scrylord. Bottom. And now he is waiting 10 minutes to force me to stay awake as long as possible.
He is here for you, specifically.
Oh,
Hey! Alright, we won some play points.
You went up more playing points. What was your next card?
Pay
What was your
life.
What was your next card? Okay, there we go. See, Bob would not have killed you until consuming vapors.
Well, actually, draw this, manifest this, draw this, or sorry, reveal this to Bob, draw this, manifest this.
Yeah.
All right.
Revealing. How many lands can you flip to Bob in a row? The answer is as many there are in your deck.
So, also for those not who hadn't seen this before, this is one match. This is all this is.
Yeah, because it's a duel,
You
so to speak.
you put in 30 play points, your opponent puts in 30 play points, and the winner gets 50.
It is what we call horseshit.
See. Oh,
And the only reason we were interested in it is because earlier yesterday, me and Mr. Sly and I managed to connive a way to fight each other.
I'm really happy we connived Kaz into being there too.
And we were able to utterly confuse "My name is Kaz" by for apparently not revealing our plan to him.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to do. That was it, and that only took 30 minutes. So I'm very sad that disappears tomorrow because this seems like something I would just like do like 6 of on a stream, and I just didn't.
Because it's so cheap.
Yeah.
What if it was 2-player draft?
What the fuck?
Then I take a card, then you pick a card.
Well, have you
then I
actually
pick a card,
have you
then
have
I
you ever
pick a card.
have you ever played a Winchester draft?
I have not. I've not done many of the so-called goofier formats.
A Winchester
What is a
draft.
Winchester draft?
A Winchester draft is a draft where you have a pile of cards that numbers in 50 cards per player in the draft, usually 2, so 100 cards. You put the top 3 cards in 3 piles. So you have 3 piles of cards. I'll try to get to my collection a bit more, demonstrate this. So you
gotta click on cards.
Oh,
You're
I'm already in my collection. All right.
Yeah, you're already in your collection.
So, in the pile of cards, we have 3 cards. The first person gets to look at card 1. If they choose not to take card 1, they put it back, add a second card to that pile, and then look at pile 2. If they don't like that pile, they add another card to that pile and look at pile 3. If they don't like that pile, they put a card, and then they just take the top card of the deck.
They get a random card, basically.
Yeah, they get a random card. Then, the way it works is that if you pick a pile, you get every card in the pile, and then you replace the pile with 1 card off the top of the deck. So you have this, like, some piles can be utter junk, but could be like 6 cards. So you're like, well, that could fill out my deck. I'm sorry, did I say Winston? Did I say Winchester?
You said Winchester.
I'm sorry, I meant Winston. I am... Whatever. There's about 17 different formats.
There's a bunch of drafting formats, and most of them are probably not worth playing.
Yep.
But this sounds goofy enough to probably be okay.
It's fun. I've played it a number of times with my cube, and me and Ryan have had some fun with that. So, anyway, that's all for tonight. I kind of wish I would have done this earlier, so I could have done this more. But maybe it'll still be around tomorrow. I doubt it.
It probably won't be around tomorrow. It probably disappears at 10 a.m. tomorrow, if I had to guess. Which means we'll do this while at work.
No. So, thanks, Gnome, for joining, and thanks everybody in the zoo for joining for the Midnight Cube.
And good night, everybody.